You tell them tech time. You feeling frisky, then tech mine. My girlfriend never reliable, like a tech 9. Barber razor can't hold them liable on your neckline. Hollow tip lickings do wonders in your intestine. You niggas know nothing about speed, I've been through red lines. And when that bitch hop in the whip, she smelled a fresh pine. Y'all really couldn't meet me, nigga, much less a deadline. We killing any opening act if we don't headline. These were New York bangers. .com, baby, so fighting in the streets like Capcom, baby, like 54 infants. My stacks on, baby, got my strap, it's a Mac light. Clap on, baby, I was known, I was king of the dot, but there were others undercovers. My grips all rubbers, that's for the mufflers. You a sucker. Name got dragged like Michael Jackson. Fucker, my long rifle look like Michael Blackson. Fighting, kinda like when I got the heart. You was laughing, kinda like Kevin, you got no heart. Still packing, rolling through the traffic. Even academics can tell you there ain't no lacking. We don't need a hook.
Yo, iBattleWW, none of us died before the fucking main card. Everybody make some noise. We got a crazy fucking battle here for y'all, man. MC on my right, introduce yourself.
Homeschool, Cider League, we have actual flavor.
Cider League! Let's go! Across the fucking line.
That's new. God is good, homeschool is weird, and Sean's wearing albino shoes. Let's go.
MC on my left, introduce yourself.
Yo, O'Shaggle McNasty. Water fucking league.
Water League! Water League!
Let's go. Rest in peace, Stephen Peppy. Putting on for you. My homie lived right around this fucking area. Let's go, yo. Rest in peace.
We are ready to flip the coin. Sean won. He decided it's on homeschool, so it's on him whenever he's ready.
Ready. Home fucking team. Lex was excited to book this battle, but he's gonna regret it. Because it isn't safe to put water next to something electric. We're on two different currents. But you wanted ops who truly deserved it. I was the pick of the litter like community service. Won my last fight before I started cooking like I'm George Foreman and left Alex with his eyes wide like a Clockwork Orange did. We're both here because we beat Outsider. We're both here because we beat Outsider. And I'll admit, you had the better win. But I'm the one who killed him, bro. You just disposed of the remains that I left of him. I beat him at his best. Then he battled you and was absolute trash. So the actual fact is you'd never have earned that body if I didn't hand you the ashes. See, with Outsider, I laid the foundation. I proved I've got skill, dude. So today I'm playing Fortnite. I'm here to build while I kill you. Trust me, I am not gonna lose, but that really shouldn't be shocking to you, because we've all seen Boy Meets World. This ain't the first time Sean's had problems with school.
I just saw a picture of Sean older.
I love Topanga.
Show some respect to young Mr. Feeney. Because you're about to be flunking my test, but it's still gonna feel like you wasted it, because I'm penning circles around you 100%. Translation, you're a perfect mark.
Fuck, he's talking.
Oh, you'll get love from your team, but you can't crush school spirit. Oh, you don't know what I mean? I'm here to rain on your parade. I'm the homecoming king. But you know what? There's something odd about his persona that I'm not getting. He'll skin his opponents alive with a broken scythe and then try to take the moral high ground with them. You spent half a round scolding Outsider for calling you gay. Right after you threatened to eat his children. Oh, so you're a social justice cannibal. Bro, let me keep it a million. I don't think the Prism League wants Edward Gein to be their spokesman, dude. Sure, he'd never make fun of a gay person, but he has been known to roast a few. Keep going. Social justice cannibal. He only drinks blood if it's fair trade, free range, organic. He's a natural dude. Wow. One time someone called him a racist, and he was like, "No, I'm not. I eat black people too." Listen, Dr. Hannibal Lecture. You're juggling too many things that differ. Balancing socially conscious with the total demonic. Who are you trying to be? Frack Tripper? Well, I'm sure the gay community was ecstatic with what you did for it, till they watched your battle with DP and heard you using gay slurs. You've never held a consistent image. That's your worst mistake. It feels like trailers for different rappers with every verse you make. You are not my competition. You're the commercial break. I'm making this my time to shine. So try not to get it twisted. You are not spinning rounds. I'm taking intermissions.
I fucking hate all you drug-dealing swag rappers who put all the money you make in our face. Like we get it, homeschool, you mac bitches and have impeccable taste. But he's charging us immeasurable rates, that's how we can tell he's a snake. White boy controlling drug prices like he's giving Martin Shkreli a break. I mean, if you're wondering why his stench is so bad, it's cause he's drenched in swag. Look at you, practically dressed in cash. I know he's here to show me crap, but I'm gonna give the props this guy deserves. Out here looking like Jesse Heisenberg. He'll say mentally I'm disturbed and call me some type of nerd, but since you love eating off the streets so much, I'm gonna make you bite the curb. It's still a family that don't ever sell drugs like my family has. Mom's pushing a Lindsay Lohan, even my parents trap. Get your family clap. Get your family clap. Get your family clap. Piss on the grave that they're buried at. I promise y'all still end up together in the end like a marriage pact.
Whoa. Keep it going, bro.
In the group, you asked for classic movie bars. Cool, I got situations to match with it. Once I'm done with school, I'm fucking your girl and her mom. That's The Graduate. Weather her down a bit. I know her. Weather her down a bit. When it's singing in the rain, you ain't gonna like the sound of it. We gonna see what it looks like through your brain. Being John Malkovich. School, tell me about school.
Projection.
Performing arts. Let's hear it, player. No one can scream Thug Life as convincingly as theater majors. It's wicked that you wrote a play, but then you chose to battle me. Which means it's wicked that you wrote a play, but then you chose to battle me. It's wicked that you wrote a play and then you chose to battle me. Which means you're just testing out defying gravity. Fuck, man. Which means that you're just testing out defying gravity. Because you'll never be in the heights that I'll be reaching casually. So I will sun this little Romeo quicker than Master P. The script is a tragedy. The script is a tragedy. You get your face cut massively. I'm Picasso on bath salts, painting a masterpiece. Does this remind you of feminism and show business when he tried to come after me? Me too, the movement mad ratchets are crushing this actor's dreams. You ain't even a big pussy. You just a little kitten. Plus I fucking dare you to freestyle. Everything you're spitting is written. Off the fly, I'm like Jungle Juice the way that I'm hitting. My punch will leave you knocked out in the corner like that kid in the kitchen.
I was born in the year 2021. I was the oddest kid. My father and mother, Mulips and Athena.
Yeah, it's real shit.
My father and mother, Mulips and Athena, weren't quite sure how I got like this. Well, they sent me back in time with an important mission. In order for us all to live, I have to kill Sean before he causes the battle rap apocalypse. I have to kill Sean before he causes... The first time I met Sean was at Defiance 13.
I didn't know you had that many.
2028, July 4th. You looked about the same as you do now. Except that you were a cyborg. The future seemed bright before that rueful day. Battle Rap was getting its highest views to date, and iBattle became the second largest league in the world, right behind Don't Flop USA. Right behind Don't Flop USA. Good grief, man.
Good grief shit.
Right behind Don't Flop USA. But then tragedy struck. Then tragedy struck on that horrible night at Defiance 13 at 8:45. The battle was Sean O'Shawn versus Hollow to Don. It was looking like a classic. It was going all right until Sean spat a line that was so pause-worthy. Sean spat a line that was so pause-worthy that every homophobe across the globe was instantly frozen in time. One of these homophobes was piloting a Spirit flight directly above the venue. He lost control. We heard a loud roar as the huge plane sped through. It was heading right toward us. The crowd tried to run, but they only had time for a couple steps. Jack Tripper cried out, "Yes, it's begun!" and then got crushed to death. There was a huge explosion. When the ashes cleared, it was a deadly scene. They had to identify Bangs by his dentistry.
Bangs will smoke you. Bangs will smoke you. Stop it. Smoke you.
Sweeney got left with a plate in his head like he was trying to think of a recipe. My mother, Athena was blown to pieces. I couldn't believe she really died. The situation was so grim it made Smile Dini cry.
Cry Dini?
My father, Mulips, was mortally wounded. I talked with him in hospice, stunned and baffled. Homeschool. They tried to remove a bunch of shrapnel, but this is the third level of Contra, son. I know, Dad, it's an uphill battle.
That's fire. That's good.
I like it. That's my boy.
Watch out.
But son, there is one happy thing. Here, take this time stone. You can go to the past and stop this from happening. What?
It got stones.
Time travel, Dad? I thought there wasn't such a thing. I discovered it by accident when I spat a gun so big bar in 2023. That's where he started to fade. Goodbye, son. I'll miss you. I'm on to the next life. Mulips hitting continue. He died. I began to weep. But then the time stone began glowing. It zapped me back to 1998. And since then, I've done nothing but train for this exact moment. For 20 whole years, I've been perfecting these rhymes. What, are you kidding? It's only Sean. I started writing yesterday. Time.
My last battle placed on the web was my craziest yet. Had me feeling like a Final Four champion, cutting straight through the net. I took out the damn spot like Lady Macbeth. Great, so who's next? A kid who makes lambs and sheep seem like a dangerous threat. I mean, I had my breakout battle, and who'd they give me? This bitch. Y'all know how Marv 1 has a retarded brother? Well, clearly so does Ellipsis. You put me in autistic. I'll take the presents out of home. I'll take the presents out of home like the Grinch did on Christmas, so when his pick hits, it'll count every step of the way like a Fitbit. Some saw this as an even match. And as some Leaning Tower of Pisa type confusion, the picture looks like you're strong enough to hold up against me, but in reality it's an illusion. You'll get dropped with 2 hits, turn them loose lips to bruised lips. Leave you like you came out the womb, kid, crying and toothless. Some said I should get a bigger name. Fuck that, I'm pacing myself. If I hesitate, it's intentional, like Le'Veon Bell. But they put a creation from hell up against a face that screams 12. Well, fuck a prodigy. School will never be a master to my degree. Just take your place on the shelf. How the fuck are you facing me? You make this scene a place to leave. iBattle's a great regime. Bitches like you disgrace the team. We're supposed to let you use our platform just to boost your self-esteem? Oh, you little fucking pussy, Riley Reid or Elsa Jean. Y'all think his poor ass fits the bill to check me? I doubt it. Call my knife American Express. I ain't leaving home without it. Stuck in home is grounded. Point to his top like a mountain. Fuck what you spouting. The false is different like segregated fountains. Fuck around him. You'll take more. You'll take more from the mag in a trial than Hulk Hogan could get. Evidence you can't back up your claims. Motion dismissed. Plus my aim's sick. I'll blow the nose on his bitch. GTA 3. Once we get started, I'll blast a hole in your bridge.
I know that GTA.
Yo, make some noise for Sean, yo! It's on Scone
Random. James Gunn was fired from Marvel for something crass he had tweeted more than 6 years prior. And that got me thinking. This is the age of political correctness, where if you're attached to some speech that the masses perceive as a tad bit indecent, they'll make you hand back your achievements.
That was fire. Facts.
Some view battle rap as a haven from that. But honestly, that balance is weakened. They even extended a battler's prison time when they attacked Tink the Demon for the raps he was bringing. Free Tink, by the way. But you're working toward a career in politics.
He is.
Yeah, you are. Political psychology, Vanderbilt University. Sean You're working toward a career in politics, where political correctness matters the deepest. You can't afford to have your public image tainted. And yet, look at all the crap you've been speaking. You use the word faggot as a slur.
You're a faggot.
You use the word faggot as a slur. You had a line about a child sex doll. That was stupid. You bragged about selling drugs and firearms to school kids. Bro! In this culture, that content might be average and decent. But to be average liberal voter, it isn't just bad, it is grievous. Outsiders said when you run for council, you'd have your footage removed. And yeah, I believe it. But. I've got all your battles saved here. Now they can't be deleted. And I'll bet whoever you run against would be happy to see them. So when I say I can end your career, I actually mean it.
Hey, Sean, get him.
Now, fortunately for you, fortunately for you, I'm not really your enemy. But the point is, it's something you couldn't stop. Stanley Kubrick directed this scene. They'll watch her fall on cam when the footage drops, just like clockwork. Just like clockwork. You skeptic? She's still going. Just like clockwork. You skeptic? Well, I've seen doubt since I chose to start a career in this. They told me I didn't have a prayer. But now they tell each other, you gotta be hearing this. And yes, I'm a man of faith. You can go that route and call me delirious, but our battles with outsider prove there's an afterlife. We both gave out-of-body experience. But if you want the world, you can have it. I'd rather have Christ and the hope he gives me. Yeah, it's hard, but God's been generous through thick and thin like Oprah Winfrey. And I became super weird while staying sober. Didn't even have to get high. Because the type of things you see when you're on drugs are the type of things I've seen in actual life.
He's sober.
You ever see your neighbor kiss the still breathing decapitated head of a fish?
No.
What? That happened. I'm willing to bet that you haven't. You ever see a baseball player chase a hawk away by throwing a dead rabbit at it?
What?
No, it's weird.
Hey, yo, dead rabbit is alright.
Hold it down.
I've lived lived in the hood, the suburbs, and the mountains. You can mock my life, but that's not gonna beat me. At one point, I lived in a cabin in the woods, and I'm still keeping these monsters beneath me. Now, I'm not judging your life. Hold on. Now, I'm not judging your life, but we are quite different. You go to the pad and take substance. I go to the pad and make substance. Our line's different. You make risks with your life. I play risk with my wife. We roll the dice different.
We take the ferry together.
You make risks with your life. I play risk with my wife. We roll the dice different. You smoke trees. I climb trees. We get high different. And I don't really mind if you use shock value to get you wins, but you can let the disrespect pass and still get one like Jeffrey did. Time.
Oh, wow.
So you wrote this a day ago? Stop being a dipshit. I tried to change this to a one-rounder. You said you already finished. Right? Yo, so I ain't in politics, but that whole point, you just missed it. Politicians are some of the most vicious criminals that have ever existed. So I don't know if anyone knows this, but this stud muffin here actually has himself a wife, another Christian, down for living in the vision of Christ, and her name is Haley's Comet. Am I pronouncing that right? I figure that's what you call her. She's with you, so she's not gonna come for the rest of your life. Now, Now if I cut in on your marriage, I'm gonna give your wife a reason to split. My game got her taken, needless Kane, she's a freak in the whip. She screamed goddamn so much that Jesus gets pissed. Big South Park movie, I can speak to the clit. I'll cut across your ugly face with Magic Johnson's razor blade tips. Fuck shaving, it's a facelift straight up to where his brain is. It's showtime, so when I summon him, it gonna remind you of Shameless. To be frank, he in trouble if you think I'm a take lip. They said homemade stable. They said homemade stable. I said, whoa. Hold your horses. Let me dispel the myth with a stick. The nose blows off his face like Voldemort's is. I ain't seeing what you're seeing. What makes this guy so important? I ain't buying home and y'all just closed on a mortgage. I am going overboard with the barrel like John Jameson. The shit lock a bitch down as quick as Pete Davidson. He think he cold? Cut his throat. The knife sliced paper thin. Pencil in erasing him. Chalk outline trace the bitch. I won't leave a trace of him.
Look at that water.
Now rock with me, rock with me, rock with me.
Okay.
In that outsider battle, it was unexpected he would win. Now what about him? Is he hip? No, so I'll take your nightmares and feed off them. Y'all remember that Y'all remember that Lieutenant Surge bar? Well, I'm seeing hymns like Sabrina's gym, cause Lex got me bouncing from square to square battling just to stand in front of a bitch who's a medium. Eat that! Lex, it's all goods, but I don't give a shit about this battle. Might sound stupid, but true. But y'all remember Mike TV from Willy Wonka? When a cowboy's hands come in the picture, he gonna have to get his food from the tube, and I ain't saying I'm here to lose for this dude. I ain't saying I'm here to lose to this dude, but I did not write for this. Honestly, I had it, y'all. I was hoping Bangs would be here to jump in to pay me back for all the free Adderall. But that's my water league. That's my water league, homie. So best respect the Admiral. I'll still make a bigger splash at sink or swim than if Bear were doing a cannonball. Hey! That's showing y'all things to know.
In the first ship, we see a man seated. Please note the aerodynamic form. Jets are clearly seen. The spectators are protecting their faces with their hands. They are obviously terrified. Terrified.